Miami Heat wins Game 1 against New York Knicks despite Butler's injury. The Miami Heat has taken the lead in their second-round playoff series against the New York Knicks after a 108-101 victory in Game 1. However, the Heat's star player, Jimmy Butler, may be sidelined for Game 2 due to an ankle injury sustained during the game. Butler rolled his right ankle in the fourth quarter but was able to stay in the game until the end, leading the Heat with 25 points and 11 rebounds in 44 minutes. The team coach, Erik Spoelstra, was uncertain about Butler's status, stating that you just don't know with ankle sprains. It will be a waiting game. The Knicks attributed their loss to poor three-point shooting and the Heat's defense. The team missed a chance to break open the game early and then hindered any chances of coming back with their poor shooting. Knicks guard Jalen Brunson called his own play horrific and said he needs to be better. Other Knicks players acknowledged that the series will be tough and physical, but they are confident in their ability to bounce back. The article also provides some background information on both teams, their paths to the playoffs, and their recent performances. The Heat, who barely reached the postseason as the number 8 seed, continued their winning streak after toppling the number 1 seeded Milwaukee Bucks in the first round. The team has become the 6th number 8 seed to knock off a number 1 seed in NBA history. The article notes that the Heat averaged 124 points in that series behind Butler's 37.6 points per game, but they pulled out this victory with solid defense and rebounding. The Knicks, who are in the second round of the playoffs for the first time since 2013, started the game strong and led most of the first half. However, they struggled with their shooting, especially behind the arc, and were unable to maintain their lead as the game progressed. The team was without all-star forward Julius Randle, who has been a key player for them throughout the season, due to a sprained left ankle. The article notes that Randle's availability is particularly significant given his outstanding regular season performance, averaging 25.1 points, 10.0 rebounds, and 4.1 assists per game. Aside from Butler's injury, the article also covers the injury reports for both teams. The Heat will be without Tyler Herro and Victor Oladipo, but Bam Adebayo and Cody Zeller will be available. The Knicks, on the other hand, will be missing Jericho Sims, while Quentin Grimes and Julius Randle are listed as questionable. The article also provides context and background information on both teams' paths to the playoffs. The Knicks advanced to the second round of the playoffs after defeating the Cleveland Cavaliers in 5 games. They are making their second appearance in the playoffs in 3 years, but their first playoff series win since 2013. During the regular season, the Knicks won 3 out of the 4 games they played against the Heat. The Heat, on the other hand, are the defending Eastern Conference champions and are making their third playoff appearance in the last 4 seasons. They barely reached the playoffs this year, needing a play-in game to secure the final postseason berth in the East. Looking ahead to Game 2, the Heat will need to adjust their game plan if Butler is unable to play. Butler's absence could provide an opportunity for other players to step up and contribute more to the team's offense. It could also provide a chance for the Knicks to capitalize on the absence of one of the Heat's star players. One of the key takeaways from Game 1 is the injury to Jimmy Butler, which could potentially impact the Heat's performance in the rest of the series. Butler is a crucial player for the Heat, having led the team with 25 points and 11 rebounds in 44 minutes during Sunday's win. His injury is a concern for Heat fans, as he has had to battle through various ankle sprains during his time with the team. However, despite his injury, Butler remained in the game after rolling his ankle and provided a key contribution to help secure the win. The Heat will be hoping for good news on his injury status as they look to build on their lead in the series. The Knicks, on the other hand, will be looking to bounce back after a disappointing loss in Game 1. The team struggled with their shooting, going 7 for 34 behind the arcade, and missed a chance to break open the game early. With the absence of Julius Randle due to a sprained left ankle, the Knicks lacked a key offensive weapon who has been a consistent performer for them throughout the season. However, the team is confident in their ability to bounce back and will be hoping for a stronger performance in Game 2. Aside from the injuries, both teams will also need to make adjustments and improvements in their game plans in order to come out on top. The Heat will need to continue their solid defense and rebounding, which helped them secure the victory in Game 1. Gabe Vincent's aggressiveness will also be needed, especially with Tyler Herro and Victor Oladipo out due to injuries. The Knicks, on the other hand, will need to improve their shooting and find ways to generate more transition points in order to keep up with the Heat's offensive firepower. Looking ahead, the series promises to be an exciting matchup between two talented teams. The Heat, who barely reached the playoffs this year, are looking to build on their upset victory over the top-seeded Bucks in the first round. The team has been led by Butler, who has been a dominant force in the postseason so far. The Knicks, on the other hand, are making their second appearance in the playoffs in 3 years and are looking to prove that they belong in the postseason. With Randle's availability uncertain, the team will need strong performances from other key players like R.J. Barrett and Derrick Rose in order to stay competitive. In addition to the Heat and Knicks, the Eastern Conference playoffs also feature other talented teams like the Boston Celtics and the Philadelphia 76ers. The winner of the Heat-Knicks series will face off against either the Celtics or the 76ers in the conference finals. Both teams will be aware of the potential matchup and will be looking to build momentum in order to advance to the next round. Overall, the Eastern Conference semifinals between the Miami Heat and the New York Knicks promise to be an exciting matchup between two talented teams. Game 1 saw the Heat take the lead in the series, but both teams will need to make adjustments and improvements in order to come out on top. The injuries to Butler and Randle are a concern for both teams, but other key players will need to step up and fill the void. With the potential matchup against the Boston Celtics or the Philadelphia 76ers looming in the conference finals, both teams will be looking to build momentum and secure their place in the next round of the playoffs.